Yes, people, welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another episode between me and Northside. We do need to come up with a name for this, but I will figure it out. I'm not really the most creative when it comes to names, but I'm sure one of you, man, in the comment section will figure it out. But the tables are turned. Only in the space of a week. A week ago, I was not looking forward to a single Chelsea game. I thought we wouldn't see a point until December. I've seen 2 wins in a row, 2 clean sheets, 3 goals scored. We finally reclaimed West London, restored a little bit of pride to this football club, because before we couldn't even handle our own block, let alone handle the rest of London. But we start as we mean to go on. Could hopefully beat Burnley. I don't know what's going to happen after that because it's all looking long. But yeah, it feels good to be Chelsea for the first time in ages. Northside, what are you telling me, my guy? You all good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Doesn't feel good to be an Arsenal supporter, but it hasn't been feeling good for 20 years. So nothing changed there. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Phase 4, trust the process. Project Youth, get behind this manager. A lot of these super Arsenal fans are now rattled and questioning this manager. I think they should get behind him. Best young manager in the world. Best young manager in the world. Newcastle, I don't know what phase they're on, but they're able to beat PSG. They didn't spend £100 million on Declan Rice. But my football club, spending upwards, closing in on £1 billion, we're on phase 4, the best youngsters in the world, best young manager in the world, but we're not able to beat Lens. Trust the process. And if you don't, you can't see the bigger picture. You got to get down the lane.
Not even that, because we could talk about the Lens game. We are going to get into that, but the problems came before that. Bournemouth, the game before, you rotated like, I think, 2 players between the Lens game and the Bournemouth game. You didn't need to play at full strength in that match. And you didn't need to keep on your key players as long as you did. Like this Saka injury, which has been the main topic with Arsenal fans over the last 2 days, and for good reason. The first thing I noticed was you went 3-0 up against Bournemouth with the Havertz penalty at like 50-something minutes or something like that, very early into the second half. Saka lasted another 25 minutes after that and then had to be pulled off injured. With already question marks about him being overplayed, and now it's happened again against Lens. Like, I know Arteta's not man management, but fitness management, especially when it comes to Saka, has come into question for a while, but Loki, I think he's just thrown the Manchester City game into the mud for you guys with this one. He didn't have to start the Bournemouth game. You could have kept some first-team players, but him specifically could have been rested.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And now it gives this fan base another excuse for these foolish that we got peppered. We're going to be peppered on Sunday by Man City because we didn't have Saka. Bro, let's keep it real. Whether we have Saka or we don't, we always get slapped up by Man City. This squad and this team, last season, couldn't compete with Man City, and we were playing better football. We were more fluid. More players were performing. That were actually winning games and actually putting 90-minute performances. This season, we haven't done that. What chance have we got? This Filuta Puta in Arteta is going to get stone cold stunned by Pep this weekend, and I'm here for it. Because it's a stone cold stunner also to this delusional fan base that always want to big up everything, bro. It is rubbish. Absolutely rubbish, bro. The man management has been poor by this manager. His man management of Partey, when Partey come here, he got injured, pushing him back onto the pitch. His man management of Declan Rice, he was great at West Ham, never heard of any injuries. Come to Arsenal, straight away that feel that put there's on the NHS flipping chair. You know what I'm saying? It's a disgrace. Bro, it's a disgrace. And now Saka. I mean, if a player's limping and he's on his, 88th appearance, I think it's a good idea to take the player off. I think it's a good idea to arrest him. Because like you said, we shouldn't have to need Saka to beat Lens. Because in reality, I looked up the value of Lens is 200 million euros, which equates to probably 170, 180 pounds. That is the same amount that we spent on our midfield this transfer window. We bought Havertz.
That's Rice and Havertz.
But apparently, they say that we can't compete with Man City because of oil money. How can Lens compete with us? The price of their whole squad is only two of our players. How are they able to compete? Does any super Arsenal fan finish that? Does anybody know about this Lens manager? No, we don't. He's a bum. But apparently, he's out-tactic Arteta. How? He's an A-star student under Pep. How is he being outdone? It's incredible.
I think Arteta's just making his own problems. Like, I look at the way you guys build up play this season, and we've spoken about before, you guys aren't really the same team You don't play with the same vim or the same energy as before. I hate to bring it back to him again, but this guy is killing your team with Kai Havertz, just straight up. Because I was watching the Arsenal game back, and I'm seeing you guys try to build up the play. The man's hiding. The guy's passing backwards, sideways when there's opportunities to bring the ball forward, barely making any runs in behind. And it fucks up the whole midfield because then there's holes in your midfield and the patterns of play that you try to make. Whenever you bring the ball to him, it's only going to go backwards, which slows down the play of your team and allows Lons to come back and defend more. Like, the man's just making his own problems. And now Bukayo Saka's potentially injured as well. And Warrior, I see what you said here. The injury's not serious, but this is the second time he's had to come off early with an injury. Realistically, he shouldn't be starting the Man City game. He probably will, because like you said, the injury might not be serious. Saka's not going to say he needs to be dropped. He's going to say he's available and ready to play. And Arteta's going to let him play, but he's not going to be at full strength. And he's probably going to be easy work for Ake to pocket again.
He'll be on injections, bro. We got more injections. These Arsenal players under this bomb of a manager got more injections than Kim Kardashian's ass, bro. It's a joke. Everyone on injuries, bro. Everyone on injections, bro. Don't need to go to Turkey. Just come down to the Emirates, bro. We'll give you all the shots that you need. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of it. Sack this bum Arteta right now, bro. Man told me this bench is fixed, Lewis. The bench came off against flipping Lens, yeah, to win that game. So our bench is fixed, and we've bridged the gap with Man City. That's what the Super Reds were saying, but not good enough to come on and get us a result against Lens. Somehow the math ain't mathing right now. The math is not mathing. Saka Arteta is a bum, yeah. And even if we get through this group, yeah, we are getting packed out. If this bench can't turn up against Lons and this starting 11 team can't turn up against Lons, which that was probably our strongest lineup, yeah, that was practically our strongest lineup, bro, we are out of this competition. I don't want to be, I heard Arsenal fans, oh, calm down, it's not the Champions League final. We ain't getting to the final feeling that puta because the team ain't good enough and this manager ain't good enough. This manager's not good enough. Why did Kai Havertz stay on so long? That guy's too busy playing Randall next to the referee, snitching like this is recess to Miss Finster. I'm sick and tired of that flipping German giraffe. That field up foot that is trash, bro. Sitting there looking like Doctor Who. I'm sick and tired of this bum, bro. With his lanky self. You know what I'm saying?
That's a David Tennant, you know.
I'm jump or something in the Olympics with them lanky ass legs, bro. Go do NBA. But around here, you need to bust a gut and actually do something. The guy's a bum. You know what I mean? He got that Oxfam flipping penalty, and since then, that field up foot ain't been doing nothing, bro. Nothing.
I thought that was meant to fix his confidence.
No, I'm done with that guy, bro. Send him back to Germany, bro. He can link up with his brother Werner, bro. You know what I mean? They can do Premier League bums. Them vibes there, bro. They can go celebrate over there because I'm sick and tired of this bum. Certain players ain't for the Premier League, and he's one of them, bro. He's one of them.
I've seen now on the timeline with Arsenal fans, the same Arsenal fans who said who were trying to gaslight us in the summer by saying, "Oh, you lot have been playing him out of position. He's being misprofiled. He's actually a midfielder." Now, I'm seeing Arsenal fans want him to play up front against City. I don't know if you've seen it on the timeline, but I've seen them talking about how amazing his hold-up play was in the Community Shield, and he's just not got the characteristics of a midfielder now. What's with the flip-flopping? You man said we were the problem with Havertz. You lot said he was our best player and we misprofiled him and we misjudged him. 2 months into the season, they already want him back up front. There's already a big enough question. Why the hell do you want him up front? Hold-up plays great and everything. Like, I was even speaking to Troops about in the Back Again pod. Hold-up plays great. Man will get into the right position. He's not going to finish his chances. So what's the point? Facts. But now, apparently, they want him back further forward.
Absolute facts, because this season already, Kai Havertz has had 5 one-on-one opportunities in the box of the goalkeeper. Every time he hits it at the goalkeeper, bro. He hits it at the goalkeeper or tries to go through his legs. Bro.
Let me guess, without a lot of strength, right? It's a weak shot.
Bro, it's weak, bro. There's bare Prime bottles. We are sponsored by Prime. I swear Prime gives you energy. Bro, is this guy not taking no Prime, bro? I don't know what's going on. At halftime, dashing 3 Prime bottles, bro.
He said for us he needs Skittles at halftime. That was the excuse back in March.
It's delusion. They're saying that he's going to play up front. Play up front. He was playing up front in pre-season. Why didn't he turn up against Man United? Yeah, and this is a Man United that's nowhere near even the Man United of last season. Yeah, and the guy didn't do nothing. One header against Man United in pre-season, they went over the crossbar. Why didn't he turn up against Barcelona? Why didn't he turn up against MLS All-Stars? This guy can't even do it in pre-season when there's friendlies, bro. A man is saying we're going to play him up front against Man City. I'm telling you right now, I've got my Copium 1 and Copium 2, bro, right here. Yeah, because I'm ready for Sunday. Because we are getting finished. And in the international break, I'm going to have so much content. I'm probably going to drop 2 videos a day. Because I already know this whole fan base is going to be rattled, bro. Because this fan base is reactionary, bro. They're not proactive, they're reactive, bro. I don't know what these men are talking about. Oh, Kai Havertz at Chelsea. This is what these finished up that were talking. Oh, Kai Havertz at Chelsea. Oh, but everyone's rubbish at Chelsea. You can't blame Kai Havertz. He needs a team where everyone's playing well. Okay, cool. We had a player called Aubameyang. When we had Aubameyang, when he first came in, he was the only one scoring goals and creating anything. He still performed in a team that was labelled toxic and negative. Yeah, Zaha still performed with Crystal Palace, even though he was the only one that was performing before they got Eze, before they got all the other ballers around. You know what I'm saying? And Elise, he was balling by himself. So he's saying that players can't perform. Small, big fish in a small pond. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing none of that. There's loads of examples in the Premier League of a team that's a one-man team, but he's still able to perform in a team that's dysfunctional. You know what I mean? Neto's still performing, even though Wolves are not a great side. He's still performing. So make it make sense. Why couldn't Kai Havertz do it then?
Apparently because you're playing him out of position and he's meant to be a centre forward. That's what I'm starting to hear now.
Why am I moaning so much? Sorry. Has my club ever won in Europe? Sorry, have I not been waiting 20 years for a Premier League? Oh, sorry for moaning. Yeah, because football's just good vibes. It's not about winning. Yeah, let's just get happy. And the same people that say that, when the season's over, oh, Arsenal, you don't win anything. So on one hand, they want to bash me because my club don't win anything. And when I'm trying to push my club to win something, why are you moaning?
I get it. And also to anyone in the comments, Northside has been Arteta out since, I think, as long as I've known you. So this is consistent. This isn't just any flip-flop thing or anything like that. Man's not rated Arteta for time. And I hear it too. You are on the cusp of success last season. And I said that summer transfer window, that's the biggest window you guys have had in the last 20, 25 years, as long as I've been watching football at the very least. Because you either maintain where you're at and build on it, or you start to slowly fall off. And you brought in Kai Havertz, which I just, everything else was fine. Like, if you literally spent that 60 million anywhere else on any other profile, you're probably a lot stronger as a result in it. And that's a decision based off the manager. So the manager has to hold the criticism. Saka, yet again, overplayed. Yet again, burning out. I've seen it happen so many times with players where they're overplayed to death where they're young and their form just completely deteriorates. I could use Mason Mount as the perfect example for that. Like, back in 2021, I think straight after the UCL, I was saying, bro, let's rest Mason Mount a little bit. Because, like, the guy's doing well for us, but we're playing him every single game. He's playing a full 90. The guy's getting injured. He's starting season slowly. Look at him now. The guy looks washed already at the age of 23, 24. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to Saka because not everyone follows the same trajectory. But if you burn somebody out for years at a younger age, they're going to decline at a younger age too. It happens so many times. Rooney. Fabregas as another example.
Another one,
Could use Sterling as another example too. He was brilliant in his early years. He looks like he's falling off a little bit now. And I see it happening again with Saka, and that's meant to be you guys as star boy. That's another thing that falls back to Arteta. Now, at least he's got you guys up to second place, but it's like you lot didn't make all these changes to be second. Made it to be first. Right now, he looks like he's got you as far as he can get you, and that's about it.
Bro,
although I do want to ask this question. If Arteta was to go, who would you want to come in?
Hansi Flick, Conte, Simeone, anyone that's a winner. And for me, I don't care about style of football because the same people that will criticize style of football, they're not going to not celebrate winning the Champions League, even if it's not the most attractive football. They're not going to not go to the parade if we win the Premier League and say, oh, no, you know what? I'm not going to go to the parade. I'm not going to celebrate because I don't like negative football. Bruv, the only thing positive in football is winning major honours. That's the only thing that's positive, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the only positivity. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not hearing it. These men that want to be, oh, we want sexy football, bro. We Tottenham. Tottenham had nice football under Redknapp. Tottenham had nice football under Poch. They didn't win anything. I'm done, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But the managers that win these days are the ones that get clowned, yeah? People clown Simeone, clown Conte, clown Mourinho. These are serial winners, but these are people that win. You know what the ones that this new generation like? Arteta, Lampard, Ole, Ten Hag's, all these managers, all these nothing managers, bro. These are Brendan Rodgers, another one. Do you know what I'm saying? These are the man you man rate. Shows your standards. 100% shows your standards.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Lampard in that list, though. I think he killed all of his rep with that second spell. Big up to my guy Ian as well, saying big up Lewis and Northside. I don't mind Gallagher signing a new contract as long as he performs as he did against Fulham, unless someone offers 50 million. I did see there was talks about Conor Gallagher. What was it? Chelsea are preparing to sit down with Gallagher to discuss what's best for all parties as he heads towards the final 18 months of his existing deal. Chelsea are happy with his form. This ain't... I don't know if this is Chelsea or if this is Poch, because it doesn't make sense if it comes from the board. The board have been trying to get rid of him all summer. So I don't know if they've changed their mind this early on it, but I do think there's going to be talks. He might re-sign. If he continues playing like he did against Fulham, cool. Re-sign him. I don't give a shit. Because that's the Conor Gallagher that I want to see on a weekly basis. Everything else before that has not been good enough. That's the level that I need to see from him every week. But don't re-sign. Don't even start these talks just yet. He's only just reached the standard that we want him to be at. Keep playing at that level, especially with the games coming up. The fixtures coming up all to me is about trying to get points where we can and seeing who steps up for us. Because I need to know who's going to turn up for us in the big games and who's going to cower. We're only going to find out the hard way. I don't expect us to get wins everywhere. If we even get a win or two, like, I'll be happy. Personally, it's genuinely the run from hell. But let's not start contract talks until then. Start that shit in December when we've gone through the run. We know where we're at and we know exactly where the likes of Conor Gallagher is at too. That's all my thoughts on it. But yeah, Chelsea smashed Fulham on Monday. I don't know if you watched the game, but if you did, what was your thoughts on it?
No, it was good. I think Mudryk took his goal very well. And I felt like you guys were a lot more fluid. I only watched the highlights, obviously. But from what I saw, I thought you guys looked a lot better. And it was a performance that I would have been happy with. From how things have been going, I would be happy with that performance, to be honest with you. And it's just building momentum. You've not got a mad run. You know what I mean? Even Broja taking his chance as well. That was very good. Enzo Fernandez, like I said, I think he's your most consistent player up there. Yep. You know, Mudryk has shown some good signs as well. But I think Enzo, bro, he's a baller. I really personally like him. I think Cowell did decent from what I saw of Cowell. And yeah, just keep going with the same squad, bro. Like, build the momentum. That's what I say. Like, just build the momentum, and whoever drops off, just replace them. And just go with that, man. Get a bit of consistency. The same way I judge Man United, that they play the youngsters and get a win, then they revert back to playing Bruno and Rashford. Bruv, nah, the team that gets a result that shows the most consistent form, that's the team you go with. And anyone that drops off or anyone that you don't feel didn't perform against Fulham, those are the players that you drop off. You know what I mean? But mix matching the team or changing it up completely. You guys need to build a little bit of momentum and consistency, not only in the way that you play, but maybe your lineup as well. That's how I see it. Yeah,
I agree. The only change I would make is I'd take Broja off because he's still not that sharp. We had to play him because of the Jackson suspension, but I'd bring him back. I still think Jackson's going to offer us a bit more than Broja, and Broja just needs to get up to sharpness. Probably see him in the cup games, but that's about it. As of now, though, I agree with you. The 11 can't change. You got a team that's winning. You keep it the way it is. We're playing one game a week. We don't necessarily have to rotate that much. So keep things going. If we can get a result against Burnley, I'd be quietly optimistic for the Arsenal game. Only quietly, because I watched the Lens game, and from what I've seen from Arsenal this season, you guys are struggling a little bit against teams that sit back. And I feel like that could work to our advantage. I've been saying, like, last season when you guys came to the Bridge, that should have been 2-0 Chelsea. Aubameyang had two clear-cut opportunities, but Havertz didn't pass to him. And the game was just killed from that point. To me, if we score our goals early, you guys might struggle to break us down a little bit. If Saka's injury is a little bit worse than expected, which I hope not. We obviously don't wish injuries on anybody, but if that's the case, that does weaken you guys a little bit as well. Gives me a little bit of optimism. Only a little bit. I'm really not trying to jump to any conclusions on it, but if we're going to take it on a game-by-game basis, things might fall in the right direction for us. You just need to see how Arteta manages the last game against City for you guys. But Yeah, I feel a little bit optimistic. Only a little bit.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I think our whole left-hand side is dead. Trossard's out of form. Havertz just does teleportation, Dragon Ball Z instant translocation out of the game for 90 minutes. Zinchenko is a complete liability, and we saw that for the last goal from Lens. If you attack us down our left-hand side, bro, you'll be calm. You know what I mean? And you're completely right in sitting back. If you sit back, we'll hold the ball, but we'll do nothing. Odegaard will not find Jesus. You know what I mean? And by the time he finds Jesus has to drop in so deep to Declan Rice that you can have 3 men around him. Havertz ain't going to do anything. And it is what it is. Trossard's out of form. Saka's probably coming back from injury on injections. There's going to be nothing going on. Ben White no longer overlaps like he used to last season. And there's a gaping hole in the left-hand side. If you guys hold back and pick your chances, correctly and hit us on the counter, both of Len's goals came from counter-attacking football. We still play a high line. We don't have any plan B. Just come for a draw, and if you get your chance, bury us, and we're not coming back. We don't have anyone that creates anything. We don't have players that even take on players one-on-one, bro. Do you know what I mean? You don't even just sit back. We have no one that's going to take a player on, bro. Jesus tries, but he tries from so deep on the pitch that he's not going to do anything. And no one around him is going to assist him and run with him and make any runs in and behind your defense. Bro, you can 100% beat Arsenal. I'm telling you, it's doable.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit optimistic, but still just trying to hold it down a little bit. But I agree. A little ball from Enzo Fernandez in transition. You find Mudryk or Colwell on the left-hand side. Like, you guys don't have Martinelli in for the next few weeks, do you?
Martinelli's injured. I haven't seen any reports on when he's back. He's injured, so he probably won't be back by then. And Saka, bro, Saka's not been the player. I know Saka has been turning up, but Saka hasn't been the player that he was last season. And that's because he's burnt out. So Saka's still a big question mark if he's going to be back. I still think that he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, if not months. I think this is bad. This is really bad.
They're trying to say it's less of a problem than what it really is.
Huh?
You think they're understating the injury then? Like, it's actually deeper than they're making out to be. Because they're saying he could be back for the City game.
Bro, he's going to be back on injections, bro. He's getting that Turkish injection, bro. This guy's going to be limping. After every game, he's limping off the pitch. This has been... Bro, I think he's putting him under injections. It's aggravating now to the point where he's dropping down during a game and having to be subbed off. And then when he's getting put on the bench, he's struggling to sit down. The camera panned to him. He's struggling to sit down, bro. You know he's in some serious discomfort. And this manager doesn't say, I understand the player like Saka, any player wanting to play on. You want to prove yourself. You don't want to lose your spot. I get it. And that every player wants to play. I get it. But a manager's there to save you from yourself. Kind of like a boxer. When a boxer's getting bashed in a boxing room, in the boxing ring, they throw in the towel to sometimes save the boxer for another day and make sure he doesn't get some damage that he could not recover from again. And you made a great point that I forgot about. Fabregas, bro. How long was his legs gone and we were playing him? His legs look like cheese string, bro. It looked like cheese string. You know what I mean? It was done and we were playing.
Bro, after 2 years at Chelsea, he was already declining.
He's finished. He was finished.
Like, no one, the second season when we won the Premier League, Fabregas was a bench player for us. Bring him on 10, 15 minutes in, ping a couple passes around.
Didn't that happen with Fernando Torres as well?
Nah, Torres had an Achilles. He had a Achilles or a knee injury in 2010 and rushed himself back for the World Cup, which just fucked him. And he never recovered. Lost all his pace.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, we seen, bro, your brother that went to Hazard, bro. Another one. Didn't look after himself when he picked up an injury. We are not looking after Saka, bro. So people are saying, oh, but it's only an Achilles. It's only this, it's only that. We're not looking after him. This will catch up with him. It happened with Hazard when you lot got rid of him. From Chelsea to Real Madrid.
Conte, when we brought up earlier, he tried to look after him as much as he could. Like, one annoying trait from Conte, which I eventually grew to respect because of everything that happened to Hazard afterwards, was regardless the scoreline, regardless of where we are in the game, Hazard is not playing a full 90. He's going to be the first or the second sub and we're taking him off because we need to protect him. We could be drawing a game, we could be winning a game, regardless. Hazard's going to be one of the first subs off. They protected him. He never had any injuries throughout that season or the next one with us. Meanwhile, with you guys,
eventually it caught up because he needed a long period of rest.
Yeah, but that was also his training in general because like he just didn't look after himself.
Fair. And we saw that at Real Madrid when he started getting podgy, bro. My guy looks like he was having flipping barbecues out there in flipping Brazil. But I get that. But at the same time, I just feel like we've never heard anything bad about Saka training. I just think that, bro, like you said, we brought up Wayne Rooney, bro. Wayne Rooney burst on the scene, young, playing every minute, every game. Bro, the guy burnt out. The guy never had a career like Ibrahimovic.
Wait, Saka got called to the England squad as well?
Bro, Saka has been announced for the England squad, bro. Even though he's currently
injured. You didn't even deep that.
It's mad.
That brother won't get any rest. Is that even qualifiers or friendlies? Let me check. Is that qualifiers or... Because if that's friendlies, they're taking the piss. No. So it's one friendly, one qualifier. He can't play the Australia game. At the very least, he's got to take the whole week off and you play him against Italy. That makes a bit of sense because that's still a qualifying match. But there's no reason for him to play the Australia game. If that's the case, he needs Southgate. What? Euros.
Against who?
Oh, Italy.
They don't need him. I don't rate Italy. They don't need Saka. They don't. And if he really cares about the player, bro, this is the thing, yeah? We don't need to be reactionary. If he gets an injury, if he gets taken out, which a lot of times Saka does take a lot of knocks. I'm not saying the most, but he takes a lot of knocks. If he gets a knock, yeah, Gareth Southgate has to have that vision of, bro, let me rest this guy. There's other players that can play in that position. Let me rest him. Let me call up somebody else because if he gets a knock, okay, you're qualified. What if he's out when the tournament starts? Then what? This is the thing. It's a gamble.
Or you get a longer knock. You need time to get back to sharpness, and you're not the same player for the tournament too. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's a toss of a coin, and everyone's gonna say, "Why did he play him if he does get that knock?" Protect the player. Just protect the player. There's enough quality that can be called up for England that they don't have to rely on Saka. Come on, it's not going like England don't have top ballers. We're all saying that this is a loss of a generation if he doesn't win anything with England. Why do you need to call up Saka? He is injured. Let him rest. You already see Arteta's burning him out.
Bowen right there. Sterling didn't get called up. I was going to say him as well, but there's definitely going to be other options in that England squad. Where is it? So who else got called up? Oh, laptop's bugging. One sec. Right, so here's the England squad. Who's the forwards? So there's Bowen. You could play Foden on the right if you needed to. You could play Rashford on the right if you needed to. Yeah, you got 3 other options to play at right wing. Saka doesn't even need to be on the plane, if we're being honest.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on the big screen for you guys. 1 second. Cool. So, yeah, that's the attacks. You got Bowen, Foden, Grealish, Kane, Maddison, Nketiah, Rashford, Saka, and Watkins. There's like 3 other options you could play on the right. That guy don't need to play.
You could, bro. You could play Grealish on the left, and you could play Rashford on the right, or you can play Bowen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got options there, bro. There's no excuse. Or like you said, you can play Foden.
Yeah, Bowen, Foden, Rashford. Hell, if you want to do Maddison, there's other options.
The only ones I wouldn't play on the wing would be Harry Kane, Nketiah, or Watkins. But even Nketiah can do a job, but he's rubbish, bro. Looking at Duchesne from Top Boy, he's a bum. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't play him. But the other ones, come on, there's options there, bro. Like, come on, that's why you got a squad, like, you know what I mean? What if Saka was already injured? Who would he play? You get me? Like, Italy, I don't fit Italy. This ain't the Italy from before. Come on, man. Italy and Germany are washed out here.
Even then, you look at the table, England are 5 points clear of Italy. It don't even make that much of a difference.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there should be about 4 more games left in that tournament. 3-4 games. Yeah, England are basically qualified. They're basically qualified. I agree, Maldini, by the way. This is Kante and France vibes. I don't know if you knew, but like, what's his name? Deschamps was the exact same with N'Golo. The guy could be 50% fit and they'll just throw him into both games. play a full 90, both of them, and he come back injured. And Deschamps would just be like, he was fit. I used him. He didn't give a shit. These guys don't care about club football. They care about the present and they care about the now. Happens too many times. Too many times.
It's crazy, yeah, because those injuries, yeah, could be a career ruiner. Do you know what I mean? Some players never return back, but these managers, they can always get another job. So they don't need to do that. I think it's a bit selfish. Like, a manager always can get another job. We've been always seeing it, bro. Like, these managers get rotated the same way. Like, they lose one job, they get another job somewhere else. Bro, if you, a player, yeah, his health is everything. You know what I mean? At Arsenal, we had Diaby, bro. That guy was on the NHS ward consistently, bro. That guy was sucking up every penny from Bupa, bro. That guy, I'm telling you, and Emil Smith-Rowe is looking like the white version of Diaby, bro. Always injured, always in a stretcher, always in a cast, bro. Do you know what I mean? MRI settings all the time. Like, I don't want to see that with Saka, bro. We've already seen it with ESR, and this is why I think ESR keeps getting injured, because when you get injuries when you're young, it's very easy for them to be reoccurring, and then it's very hard to get back from that. Do you know what I mean?
Especially when you rush back or you overplay it.
Come on, man. Bro, I don't even know.
You think an ex-player, someone that recent in the game like Arteta, would get that as well. But we've seen this problem for years. The first time I noticed it was that party won the North London derby. Guy's limping and you send him straight back onto the pitch just because Spurs are on a counter-attack. It's ridiculous fitness management. It's his biggest drawback.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, big up to my guy Arjan. Saying, Lewis, hopefully we pick 1 or 2 wins and maybe a draw here and there in this run of hell as we have good fixtures around Christmas. Everton, Sheffield United, Wolves, Palace, Luton and Fulham. I have hope. Brother, we have to get some wins in that run. Like, we can joke about how terrible the run of games coming up is, but they're there. We have to try and make it work. Like, I think the one thing that works for us is that we aren't going to be playing as many teams that sit back. And that works a little bit more in our favour in the way that Poch sets up the team. So there's a little bit of optimism, but it's only a little bit because the run of games is so crap and we haven't beaten anybody in the top 6 or the big 6 since Tottenham in 2022, March 2022. Like, it's been over a full season. Maybe we could get something against Arsenal if things fall in the right direction. Brentford, potentially. Tottenham, City, Newcastle, that's probably just 3 L's on the bounce. Maybe a draw somewhere if we're lucky. But then Brighton, we should be going and trying to get a result there. Manchester United, I know we haven't won there in God knows how long, but they're shit. Let's call it what it is. Like, they're as big of a problem as we are right now. For once, let's just try and capitalize on it. Maybe if we get some results before then, we can feel a little bit more confident. I know it goes... Gone.
Why doesn't your manager just do what my manager did? Like, I will give Arteta a bit of props, and I know a lot of times I don't, but where I see reason to give props, I genuinely will give props. Even though I want this field, I put that out my club. At the start, yeah, when he first come here, he didn't have all the players that he wanted, and we wasn't playing expansive football. So your manager can set you guys up to playing counter-attacking football. That's what Arteta did, because at first he could see when he plays expansive football, we weren't clinical enough and we were getting opened up. Yeah. You're now going with a couple of runs that you should be aiming to either shut up shop and go and at least leave with a draw or try and nick a little cheeky 1-0. That is what you guys, with the crazy run that you guys got, that's what you should be doing. He clearly doesn't have all the players to do everything and play the style of football that he wants. But as a manager, sometimes you got to box clever. You got to keep yourself long enough in the fight to live another day. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I say again, it's like a boxer that's got dazed. He has to protect himself that he can recalibrate himself to then go on the offensive. He can't just open himself up after he got dazed. You guys cannot open up against certain teams you're coming up against because you will be put to the sword. You don't score enough goals. You're not clinical enough to get back into those kind of games if you go 2-3-0 down. So why not play counter-attacking football? It would make more sense than to be opening up playing this expansive football. I know you want Jackson. He's not clinical enough. I know that you're saying Broja needs to sharpen up. I get that. Sterling, he's not that field that ball, his Wi-Fi, bro, is shocking. Bro.
He shouldn't be starting.
He's starting every
time
time
on the right. I'm here. Like, that's your spot's lost now until further notice. But I agree, though. Like, I think we're going to be playing counter-attacking football because our biggest problem hasn't been trying to play like that. It's been trying to deal with teams that come and face us and play counter-attacking football because we don't really know what to do against low blocks. We look confused, lost as hell when a team sits back. So, like, I agree with you. I genuinely think that's what Poch is going to try and do in that run of fixtures. We're going to be the more defensive team. We're probably going to concede a little bit of possession. You saw hints of that in the second half against Liverpool. I think that's what the plan's going to be in the next couple of games. But that's why I'm cautiously optimistic. I keep using that word a lot because there is an opportunity for us to get something. We're going to be playing against teams that would play in a way that we would prefer. When we're the team in control, we seem to struggle a lot more. So I'm with you. I'm with you. And I low-key think Poch is with you too. He's a pragmatic manager. Unbelievably pragmatic. But that's been the bigger problem in the last couple games. Because I don't mind you doing that against an Arsenal, against Man City, Liverpool. I don't care. You go defend. Like, we're not at that level. When it's a winless Bournemouth team and we decide to stop attacking and just protect the point. When it's Luton and Nottingham Forest and we're playing with two forwards. No. These are the games where you attack. These are the games where we go and we show why we're Chelsea. That's where the problem's been. So I'm with you. I'm with you. But Sterling, he ain't getting back into the team. Like, that Fulham game was ridiculous. And Cole Palmer already looks levels better on the ball than what I've seen from Sterling in his time at Chelsea. Which I know is mad to say with the player that Sterling is, but he's not been it. Like, he had a nice little start to the season for us against West Ham and against Liverpool, Luton. Did very well. He's just fallen right back off that cliff now. And Cole Palmer's just walked into the team and he looks like a City player, even with the limited game time. Composed on the ball, brilliant IQ, unbelievable mentality. You don't hide or nothing. This guy will come, he'll be like, I want the ball and I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to find a pass like that. I'm going to beat a player. I'm going to try and lick a shot off. I'm going to try and make something happen. That's going to be the guy we build the team off. And I've already said it. That guy, the last year and a half of my fan base trying to waffle about Havertz, this is exactly what that guy is. Cole Palmer is what everybody pretended Kai Havertz is meant to be. Tall, good on the ball, good decision-making, versatile, because you can play him in the middle, you can play him on the right. I think I heard City fans saying that he's played on the left for them before in the youth teams as well. Unbelievable player. And for Sterling, it's a big season for you because I know this guy doesn't like sitting on the bench. The guy left Man City because of lack of game time and he had the 5th highest minutes in the whole squad that season. Left Liverpool for more game, not for more game time. That was actually for more money. But the point still stands. Sterling will not sit on the bench for too long. So if he don't get game time, he's probably gone next season. And if his performances don't improve, fine. Because it's looked like a giant waste of money so far. I've tried to be patient with him for a long time. I've said I'm the sort of guy who always gives players at least a season to try and bed into the team. And I think last season was just a giant mess. So I could give him the benefit of the doubt. This season, nah. You're one of the veterans in a very young squad. I need results. I need performances right now. And you're falling behind to a 21-year-old who's just joined the team and has barely played any Premier League games. That's on you. That's embarrassing. You need to pattern up.
So I'm saying, man, and it's mad. As I'm looking right now, I see 13 injuries reported for Chelsea, while our Arsenal fans always complaining, oh, we got too many injuries, we want games postponed. We only got 3 injuries. Like, it's actually mad.
Games postponed.
Yeah, bro. That's what was said. One Arsenal fan came out and said that he wants games postponed. Wait, hold on. I thought there's a whole bench there that you're happy with that's been fixed. Why don't we use that? That's the whole point of a bench, no? Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, these men don't really believe what they're saying. And this is why I want Arteta sacked, bro. This guy is a bum, bro. And this year, that whole little delusion that he's going to win or something, bro, he's a bum. He's an absolute bum, bro. I'm not happy at all, bro. For me, I saw Arsenal fans saying for the Lons game, oh, we need to save energy. Bro, am I energy saving light bulb? Is this all for nothing once again? Arteta getting out the light bulb in the changing rooms. I couldn't give a crap about saving energy, bro. Get over the line. You know what I mean? Like, we are nobodies in Europe. We are Tottenham of Europe, bro. We don't turn up, bro. We do not turn up. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not hearing that. In the last 20 years, what, we got to 1 semi-finals and 1 final in 20 years? Like, it's a joke thing, bro. It's an absolute joke. I'm telling you. Like,
and now you guys might be fucking up the group stage. Because I'm not saying you guys are going to go out just yet, but you've made it harder for yourself. And you've got Sevilla away next, right?
Yeah, Sevilla, yeah.
Yeah, that's long. That's long. I don't think they've lost at home to an English team yet. I don't think they have. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I think they've got a good record in England against English teams at home. If that one isn't a victory for you guys, I'm not saying you're getting knocked out, but the next 3 games become very, very difficult for you guys, and there's a lot of pressure, and you might finish second. You might. The only good thing that goes in your way right now is that the other game in your group was a draw. So you haven't completely lost ground as a result of it, but you need to win. You need to. Oh, City beat them 4-0. Okay, so I think that was the case before that game. But yeah, still have a good record against English teams, I think. But you have to win. You have to win, and now pressure's already building on you guys in what was meant to be the easiest group. I saw Arsenal fans like they were talking about this group like it was a Europa League group. I saw people in the comment on Twitter before the game saying, let's get a couple early goals, then we can rest everybody. Don't have to take this game too seriously. Like, brother, you man haven't been in this competition for 7 years. What are you doing looking down on teams this early? Like, City could do that. City can say that because they've three-peated, they've won a treble, and they're UCL champions. They can afford to say that. You, man, no. Take them seriously, beat them, and then move on. Because I know they were 15th, but they had a good season last season, obviously making the Champions League and all of that. So it clearly could have just been a blip. I don't know if your fans had ever heard of El Yewahi before that game, but he was linked to us for the whole summer. 19 league and goals last season. He was going to be a threat in that game. He cooked Arsenal. Some of your fans just... I get why you're sick of them. Because I'm there too.
I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. Like, for me, I've just had enough, bro. These men be calling them a farmers league. Bro, they're 15th in that farmers league, the league that you don't rate. How come we can't finish them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a joke. It is an absolute joke. And for me, when we talk about football heritage, yeah, let's go down to Arsenal, Arteta's football heritage once he's been here. Yeah, let's go to Arteta's football heritage. He's had a loss to PSV in Europe, a loss to Sporting Lisbon, a loss to Villarreal, and a loss to Olympiacos. Out of them clubs there, who's oil rich? What? Because the excuse always is with Arsenal, we can't compete. We don't spend money like Real Madrid. We don't spend money like Man City. Is PSV, Sporting, Villarreal, and Olympiacos? Do they spend more money than us? So why can't we beat them? Why is it that we can't beat them? But these filhos da puta get giddy when we smashed up PSV 4-0, yeah? And that's all in great. PSV isn't the hardest team that we're going to face in the Champions League. These things, I want that manager sacked.
It's a mentality problem. The more it's a straight mentality problem because I look at some of your Europa League defeats and I just think, you guys have been very naive going into this game. You just thought you could go in and you could just walk all over them, and it doesn't happen. And I would have thought at least you guys not winning the Europa League before you got back into the Champions League would give your fans a little bit of humility. But I feel like I was dumb for even thinking that. Because I've dealt with Arsenal fans for years, innit? Like, I know exactly what I'm expecting with them. They don't learn from their mistakes. The Sporting Lisbon knockout was it was carbon copy. You guys underestimate them. They come out, they produce a much better performance, and you can't handle it because you never expected it to come. And it's happened again. This is why, like, I get why some people in the comments might be surprised the whole Arteta out stuff, but no, I get it. Because if you look at the underlying reasons for everything, it low-key just goes right back to the coach. He's taken you as far as he can get, and now it's just, no. He ain't got the mentality to win a league. He ain't got the mentality to win games that you have to win. And, like, with Man City in mind, the fact that you only make 2 rotations to your starting 11 within the last 2 games leading up to it, given, in fact, you have 3 games in about 9 days, that's ridiculous. City are there for the taking. No Rodri, no KDB. Now you've decided, cool, we'll have no Saka and Martinelli then. That's fine. Or we'll have half a Saka. I don't get it. Like, you guys just handicapped yourself. I was thinking Arsenal are bound to win this game. Just because they got the stronger team. They should be able to have enough to at least see out this game at home. Now I think probably a draw. I don't think you'll lose. But you guys aren't going to have the same power as before. And, like, that will go right back to the manager. Because either Saka's not going to be at full strength or he's going to be out of the game. And that's going to be the reasoning for why you guys don't get the result, in my opinion.
Bro, it's very, very simple. This manager, this filo da puta will cost us every competition. I'll tell you why. What was the difference in Liverpool beating Man City? Klopp. Klopp didn't have oil money. Pep had all the oil money that he wanted. Didn't want a goalkeeper, got rid of him. Klopp had to box smart, sell right, and buy the right players because they don't spend as much money. The difference between Liverpool and Man City when they're neck and neck, for Liverpool to win in the Champions League and to win the domestic cup was Klopp. What was the difference for Chelsea winning under Conte? Conte was the difference. We beat you. He changed to a back three. The manager changed it up when no one believed that squad would go on to win. And that was why Pep was in the league. The difference maker when Porto won the Champions League was Mourinho. Mourinho, the way he set them up, the way he made that team overcome a Man United side that were in their prime with Sir Alex Ferguson. The difference was Mourinho. All these situations are the managers making a difference. This is my bum of a manager. Yeah, the Spanish Eddie Guerrero tapas heat. This is what he does. In that game against Lens, 70 minutes Trossard played. He couldn't even control the ball. That field that was terrible. Lasted 70 minutes. Another one that lasted 70 minutes against Lens. Zinchenko getting cooked and caused them to score a second goal. Got absolutely put on his ass. Yeah, another one that was playing rubbish all game that stayed on for another 70 minutes. Kai Havertz. Yeah, lasted 17 minutes before this manager took him off. Done absolutely nothing. That field that puta. Then the last one that came off, Odegaard lasted 80 minutes. And that is my captain. He is my captain. Sack that filo da puta in Arteta immediately. El tô cansado dessa porcaria. Get rid of that filo da puta. I don't even care if we got AirPod Albert. Yeah, our assistant coach. I don't even care if it's AirPod Albert and vibes for the rest of the season, bro. Shisha Gardens, Shisha vibe, bro. To the end of the season. I don't even care if we don't win nothing. Get rid of Arteta immediately. This guy is a bum. You cannot have a manager that allows multiple players to drop stinkers and doesn't change it at halftime and only starts making changes when he sees the opposition manager making changes while he's ahead. Doesn't change up the system, doesn't make the right changes early enough, yeah, has no answer to counter-attacking football, persists with a squad, a bench that is not good enough, doesn't hold certain players accountable. Havertz can play 90 minutes, he can start. Fabio Vieira comes off the pitch, has 2 goals, 2 assists this season, doesn't get selected. Fabio Vieira playing out of position. But
didn't they play him on the wing for Saka?
No, I'm done with this guy, man. Sack this fiddle up. I'm done with this bum, bro. And he can take most of these flipping super reds along with him, bro. Let's get a coach and get all these dickheads out of my club, yeah? And they can all fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Get the minibus out and they can fuck off to Swindon or something. They can have a beach in Swindon or Brighton, go have a boy and don't return, bro. Losers at my club. Absolute losers, bro. And this is why I get angry. Why are you shouting? Why are you angry? 20 years, fiddle da puta. 20 years, my club has been done and finished, bro. I am sick of it. And these man got happy because we won the Community Shield. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. While flipping West Ham are picking up the Conference Europa League, actually winning something that means something. Yeah? Well, Man United, Arsenal fans are debating, Man United last season didn't have a better season than Arsenal. They only won the Carabao Cup. I'd rather flipping Carabao Cup than a flipping play. Looks like a 50p. Looks like flipping Ben White's head. What are we talking about? These man, we don't want to be like Chelsea. They always said, we don't want to be like I do want to be like Chelsea. Because I told you what, the Chelsea system of buying players has been proven. We've had 3 youth projects. Which one has got me major honours? Which one? This is the 3rd youth project. While Chelsea been spending money. Won the Champions League twice. Won the Europa League twice. Won multiple Premier Leagues in that time. What have we won? Nothing. Fuck these man. And every Arsenal fan that gets rattled by what I say, vai tomar no cu, because I don't give a crap. Vai tomar no cu, viado da merda. I'm sick and tired of it, bro. I'm sick and tired of it. Now, let me have my copy.
No, the maddest thing is, if your fan base is like, if your fan base thinks like ours, if Arteta was to leave, regardless who the next manager is, they aren't going to be as patient with him. They're like, oh, you lot wanted Arteta out. No. This guy has to get results right now. And if not, they're going to be on to him after the first couple of results. It happens to us with nearly every manager. Conte stands wouldn't give Sarri time. Sarri stands wouldn't give Lampard time. Lampard stands wouldn't give Thomas Tuchel time until he literally slapped the Champions League in front of their heads. That'll be the same thing that happens with you guys. But you guys would have to make sure that next manager is the correct one. Because I've seen it with United. I feel like I've quietly seen it with Arsenal as well, where instead of managers with winning mentalities, they go for managers who fit what the owners want in terms of revenue, in terms of how much they're willing to spend, if they're going to make excuses for them not giving as much money out in transfer windows. Like, basically just yes, man. That would be the biggest issue for you. And also, big up to my guy, Saeed. Appreciate the raid. Love for the love, my guy, as always. Big up to everybody locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe. Check out Northside as well, because, again, I've been saying, like, this guy is the most underrated Arsenal YouTuber on YouTube right now. If you lot aren't getting him to 5K after a stream like this, I don't know what to tell you guys. So everybody, literally click his name in the title. It doesn't even take you away from the stream. It will just open up a new tab. You just have to press that subscribe button and you're done. You're finished. I don't have to ask you for anything more. Just do that and we're happy. That's all.
Bro, one, man. Love, man. Thanks for that. Bro, that means a lot, man, because you know what it takes to make a channel. And a lot of people think, oh, he just comes on and he's ranting, he's angry. You know what work you have to put into making lives, making ideas, putting things together, doing your research, watching games, analyzing games, watching this, watching that. You have to be on point. You know what I mean? Time you don't spend sometimes with loved ones because you're doing this content. People think it's easy. Making a thumbnail, making a title that's attractive. There's a lot of work to do.
Bro, do you know how long it took to make this thumbnail? I spent like an hour just trying to figure out, right, so how do I set it up so I can put everyone in the middle? I learned a lot in the last hour or two, I'll say that, but there's ranting, and then there's ranting with purpose. That's what we do. Like, ranting is just shouting for the sake of it. Like, this is beyond that. There's reasoning behind it. That's why anyone who says, like, you don't know what you're talking about or you're just running agendas, no, it's waffle. If you have reasons to back up your points, regardless of whether you believe it's right or not, they're entitled to their points. So, yeah, guys, like, everybody, head over to Northside immediately. I think there's going to be a video dropping later tonight.
Yeah.
So, check that out, people. Big up to my guy, Staffy, in the cut. We're going to be live with Staffy tomorrow at, I think, 7 p.m. So keep a lookout for that one.
Staffy.
And, yeah, on the Man City game, what attack do you expect to start then?
Who cares? We ain't winning. We're getting packed out. Who cares? Who cares? You might as well make content, bro, because it's going to be lit right now.
Oh, we're going to be doing a watch-along. We will be doing a watch-along.
You know what's coming up, bro. It's erupting. Because all that talk in pre-season, we bridged the gap. Oh, we fixed the bench. Arteta knows what he's doing. We're playing a controlled style of football this season. Okay. We've bridged the gap with Man City. We better win then. We better win. You know what I'm saying? Bro, these man wanted El Nene. He'll be available. Eddie and Ketia, these man wanted him to a new contract. Bro, it doesn't matter. I've seen this whole squad. The squad hasn't changed that dramatically, bro. It really hasn't. The bench is exactly the same. So set us up however you want to set us up. I saw an Arsenal fan saying, oh, for the Man City game, the best midfield would be Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. Really? Last transfer window, Arsenal fans were saying, once we got Rice, oh, no, get rid of Partey. He's injury prone. Right, he's injury prone. Okay, cool. All right. So why is he part of the best midfield? So Partey, that's part of our best midfield, yeah? You want him gone. But El Nene, that's been crap and has been here for 8-9 years, robbing a living, you want him to stay. You're happy with the new contract. Fabi Vieira hasn't done anything since he's been here consistently. You want him to stay. ESR, we haven't seen ESR fit since 1886, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you man want him to stay? Make that make sense.
That was another one.
Injury prone ESR. No. Project Youth. We must keep him. But Partey, that's actually not been as injured as someone like Zinchenko. No. Get rid of him. Yeah? Get rid of him. Make it make sense, bro. Get rid of him and have El Nene as backup to Rice. these guys are so backwards, bro. So it doesn't really matter. I'll tell you why. This manager has no ideas of his own, and I'll explain to you why. He's playing a CDM in Partey right back. He's playing centre backs at full back. Where did he get that from? Pep. He's playing Zinchenko inverted. Where did he get that from? Pep. He's playing Jesus as a false 9. Where did he get that? Pep. Everything's from Pep. He played Kivior left back. He got that from Pep. Everything he does is from Pep, bro. He has none of his own ideas. He's not original in any sense. It's literally copying homework, bro. Copying homework. So, bro, you're not going to out-Pep, bro. You're not going to out-Pep. So, at the end of the day, Pep's built this system that Arteta is now implementing. He knows how to overcome it. He knows its strengths and he knows its weakness. This manager's not going to get one over Pep. It's that simple. When Arsenal used to be playing the best football in the league under Arsene Wenger, when Arsene Wenger was actually good, not the last 10 years of a joke, Fergie would never come and outdo and out-Wenger. He would know, he'd sit back, let us have the ball, hit us in the counter and put us to sleep. That is what he did. But this manager's going to try and outdo Pep. It's not going to work, bro. It ain't going to work.
No wonder Pep likes him so much. It's easy. Like, you got a guaranteed second place guy right there. All he's going to do is try and do what you did a year or two ago, which you already know the way around. And eventually you'll figure it out because the mentalities are fucked up with him too. So, yeah, it's fucked. It's fucked. You guys are only going to reach a certain level. As long as he stays.
If anyone wants to debunk what I'm saying, okay, cool. When we were holding on against Fulham, what did Arteta do to change that around so that it becomes a W? When we lost to Lens, why didn't Arteta change it up so that we could beat Lens? That 15th in Ligue 1. Where? I have not seen a different approach. I haven't. And when you're playing with Zinchenko and Havertz, oh my God. Zinchenko up against Man City. Oh my God. I'm telling you right now, he's getting cooked. And Havertz. We're literally 2-man down every game when he starts them. Did you see Raya's distribution to Tommy for the Lens game?
Yep. He didn't want to pass to the left. He didn't want to pass to the left. I don't blame him.
Oh, don't worry, man. Super Mick Arteta, he knows exactly what we need. Tierney in the back, Tommy in attack, finish that puta, and then they get rid of Tommy. They get rid of Tierney, bro. It's a joke, bro. It's an absolute joke.
I want to know what happens when you don't win anything and he ends up re-signing. Because I don't think he gets sacked. Unless you don't drop out of top 4, which ain't happening. He ain't going to get sacked.
That Havertz Rona, bro, is spread to Odegaard. Odegaard's another one now doing nothing, playing Casper the Ghost in midfield, bro. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And I called out Odegaard saying that's not a captain's performance. And they started coming at me, bro. I've seen people like Vieira.
Havertz infects everyone around him, bro. We've seen it happen before.
Look at him. He looks like the German Grinch, bro. Look at his face. Look at his nose, bro. Oh, my days.
Matt was a normal player until he got put next to this bozo and he never recovered. Never recovered.
The German Grinch, bro. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, bro. I
still can't believe we're able to get rid of him. I was accepting of the fact I had to have at least one more year of Havertz at Chelsea before I could maybe get rid of him. And then you lot came and you just saved my life. Genuinely, I was getting grey hairs watching this guy play for Chelsea. I've never hated a Chelsea player more in my life. There's Willian, there's Morata, Batshuayi, Bakayoko. None of them have made me as angry as watching Havertz play a full 90. Just a guy with all the potential in the world to be a good player, and he doesn't even try to realize it.
Bro, I don't even believe that he's got the potential, bro. These days, as long as you're young, yeah, it's like Michael Jackson Neverland, bro. As long as you're young, it's calm, bro. You're invited. Everyone says potential. Being young doesn't mean that you've got potential. Bro, end of the day, I don't see anything about the guy that shows any potential. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to bring it back to you, yeah? I don't see him have a great first touch. I don't see him being a great creator. I don't see him be able to score goals. I don't see him being a great header of the ball. What? I don't even see him being a great crosser. Yeah? What is he great at? There is no potential. It's just because he's young and he's German.
Guys, in the comment section, do you remember when I literally said this word for word, bar for bar, like 18 months ago? And they called me an agenda merch. I was like, this guy cannot pass. He cannot shoot. He cannot take on a man. He cannot dribble. He's got no spatial awareness, barely any hold-up play, no link-up play. Like Tyler said, awful ball striking. Nothing's changed. But the only thing I will say is there is a brazy purple patch coming between February and March that is sensational. I will say that. There's some good football there. But you only get that for like 6 weeks, if that. And there'll still be a bit of a stinker in between that period too. I think that's what carries him on every year. He starts poorly. He gives you a little bit of what he's capable of, and then he'll dip off again. I'm only saying this to warn you because I know when February, March comes and he starts balling out, you're going to get hella Arsenal fans in your mentions like, oh, what are you saying about Havertz now? What are you saying about Havertz now? No, he's scoring. He's balling out now. You're not going to be as critical about him, are you? When that happens, just say wait till April. Just say wait till April. I said the same thing all of last season. The whole way through him stinking up the pitch. When it comes to March, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me till April about him. Because I know what's happening. We go through to March, he's our best player. He's our best player. Goals, assists everywhere. He's created chances. He's holding the ball. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Then we go to April and he throws the Liverpool game away. Just like that. And then never recovers. As soon as we turn to April, literally at the change of the month, we go right into spring and he goes right back into hibernation. Just be aware of it because that time is coming. That time is coming. Just before we wrap up, score prediction for the Man City game. I don't know where you think it's going.
4-1. Man City.
Fuck. At home.
Yep.
Shit. Crap. Well, I hope you're correct. I hope you're correct. That would make for some very entertaining viewing. And let's hope for the same at the Bridge in 2 weeks because I need a win against Arsenal. I can't have you lot going 4 in a row at my yard. When I grew up, you lot never won at Chelsea.
Someone said
now we don't win.
Kind of stinky, bro. They never show their best football at the start of the season. We're still very early on in the season. We've seen this time and time again. Come on, let's not be fooled. Come on, people.
They've had enough games where they're stinky and they just score 3. It's like that's their bad game. They'll score 3 goals and just be like, yeah, but they didn't really dominate. So like they didn't make as many chances. Their bar is so high up, even when it drops a little bit, nobody's reaching it. That don't matter. It doesn't matter. We are the Farmers League now. We need to realize that. This is the Bundesliga. They are Bayern Munich. It is what it is. No one else is there yet. Nobody else is there. But North side.
Make sure you lot are hitting the like button as well. Hold on. Let me put some Angolan discipline in here. Hit the like button, caramba, yeah? Make sure you're hitting the like button. I don't know what you man are doing, but you lot need some Angolan discipline. This is how I was disciplined when I was younger. Hit the like button, bro. You know what I mean? Now, Lewis, you got to start telling these lot, yeah? We're going to start doing a Netflix subscription. These men are hitting the likes, bro.
Keep telling these guys, you're moving like Chelsea. Come on, guys. We're now scoring goals. I want us to be a bit more clinical with it as well. Hit the like button, guys. Let's try and get to... Where are we? 107. I want 150. I know there's 50 of you lot that ain't hit the like button. So hit that like button and subscribe to Northside. How many subs are you off 5K?
I think I was on 4.46K. So
4.46. Right. We can get that to 4.5 in the next 10 minutes right now. Everybody head over there, subscribe, and by the end of the international break, we need 5K. End of the international break. Northside, it's been real as always. It's been great to have you on.
I need to get you on, man. Maybe I'll get you on after we get peppered from Man City, yeah? Just jump on, bro. You'll have a great laugh.
Bro, message me. Message me whenever, man. We'll pattern something. 100%. Definitely. 100%. Cool. And yeah, we're definitely going to link up with Arsenal and Chelsea coming up in a couple weeks too, for sure. So everybody, regular content over there, and just check out the rants in general. They're amazing viewing. And they're not just ranting for ranting's sake. They come with clear, concise, and factual points. So everybody head over there. Get him as close to 5K as possible. We need 4.45 at least by the end of this stream. So everybody do that. Shameless, I don't think is going to be happening tonight, Danish. I think we're going to have to move that to next Tuesday. But yeah, that's probably going to be us done for today. Northside's got a video popping up later. So everybody head over and check it out there. But for now, we're redirecting to Mons. So everybody check out Big Six Fans. Head over there right now. We should be back again next Thursday for the show. And we will see you guys soon. Take care. Like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chelsea.